driving my Mk8 Golf GTI, a car that has been on the channel for the best part of 9-10 months now, kind of losing track, but at the same time has featured infrequently, mainly when there are modifications. And today I want to bring you on a little bit of a journey for you to listen to my exhaust properly for the first time, because when I went up to Motec we were limited on time. We were able to do one acceleration, a few revs inside Motec, in which Mike kindly pointed out that this car will sound a lot better under load. So I'm currently on the hunt for some pretty epic country roads around where I live, and by the looks of what I can see, I feel like we are getting close. I'm about half an hour away from home, and fingers crossed we can find a nice, narrow, quiet B road where this exhaust system is going to excel. Because for the last 2,000 miles, I think, that I've had this exhaust on, whilst I've been in and out of the country, I've not really been able to sit down and actually get the best out of it. Today, that's exactly what I'm going to do. Disclosure, I've spent the best part of the last 2 hours in the hunt for a country road that I'll be able to exhaust the new exhaust system on. And I feel like, even though there are a few industrial sites on my right, we might have found somewhere. It's a little bit windy outside, but you can hear the low, deep vibrations of the FI exhaust on my Mk8 Golf GTI. Now, one of the things that I wanted to achieve with this car, considering it's my daily, is not going too crazy. And for those that have been following the channel for a long time will know I love a loud exhaust system. The one thing I've done in previous daily drivers is gone a little bit too far. Oh my God! So some might call it maturity. I call it just being a little bit more sensible when it comes to a car that I spend so much time in. But the fact is, a Golf GTI is never going to sound like a high performance exotic V8, V10 or V12. So there's no point in trying to go for some sort of insane exhaust system, decat straight pipes, to completely ruin the driving experience of this car. So what FI did was send me their catback valvetronic exhaust system with the diamond black exhaust tips that then emphasize and complete the nuke spec look. Nuke spec look. But enough of the talking. I feel like we've found a road here. I'm in sport mode. I've got the valves open. And we're getting some pops and bangs, as well as some DSG farts. Like, you would not hear anything under load on the stock exhaust system. So FI have struck that perfect balance, because it's such a selfish exhaust modification. And what I mean by that is no one else around can really hear what I've been able to do to this car but me and anyone else inside the car. up and down the motorway, you don't want a little undercurrent of drone happening underneath the car as the pipe runs from the engine all the way underneath the car to the rear of it. On the M25, on the M1, it's the last thing that I would want. So it is a perfect sweet spot of being able to enjoy a little bit more personality. It puts a smile on my face, and it is not so extreme that I need a remap, that I need to completely recalibrate the ECU, potentially void my VW warranty, but it still just adds a bit of grunt to the car that makes me feel like I'm driving something better than a standard car where an exhaust modification would do absolutely nothing. This is frighteningly quick on these roads. I've turned my aircon off as well so that the interior cabin is completely exhaust tone and nothing else. So I'm overheating a little bit now. Listen to the downshift, the way that it just bounces back up the revs. And one thing that I know with the windows up, this car is not introducing to the cabin the little burbles, the little splats from the exhaust that aren't firecrackers, that aren't gonna get the police to pull me over and ask why I've got fireworks coming out of my exhaust. It is so discreet in the best way possible. It is hands down the quietest exhaust modification I have ever done. In a way, whilst it's so sensible, it's one of my favourite. I've got myself a highly enjoyable daily driver with the tasteful modifications that suit the car and the roads that we have. I'm not going to go on a European road trip in this car. I take this to the shops, I run errands in it, I go to meetings in it. It is the perfect car in every way. The only thing that I would look for is a little bit more premium luxury. And I knew that I wasn't going to get that with a £35,000 Golf GTI. So I was realistic, sensible, in some eyes, mine included, quite mature about the whole project. And I hope you enjoy and have enjoyed listening to the FI exhaust system on this car properly for the first time. And I've waited quite a while to have weather like this when I've been in the country and been able to combine the two. Even though it took me a couple of hours to find some nice driving roads, I will be coming back here and I will be using them, not for the press cars and not for the big supercars, because those roads back there are a little bit too tight for that, but the perfect size for a little warm hatchback like the Golf GTI. Head into the link in the description if you want to learn more about the frequency intelligence exhaust for the Golf Mk8, or if they do an exhaust for your car, because I can highly recommend. What they did to my Nissan GTR was amazing. They also did my F80 M3 after I realised I'd gone too far on the Armitrix exhaust. So they have been a supporter of Supercars in London and the cars that I've had. They did want to send me a Murcielago exhaust system. The Fab Speed just sounded too good. But they are absolute legends. And again, head into the link in the description if you want to learn more. I will see you soon, guys. Take care. Goodbye.